Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commodify.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Twiztid Whiskey reaction. I don't even know why I did. I just thought it'd be cool to slide in on that. Anyway, we are doing another music video today. We are doing another Ren video, and I have to say, first of all, I appreciate all the support everyone gives the channel so much. You have no idea how much that means to me and how much the channel has grown through all that support. But in more recent time, the Renegades, all of Ren's fans who came to support the channel in the reaction video I did of my very first Ren video of Hi Ren was absolutely overwhelming for me. And I'm not just talking about pushing the channel and subscription numbers and stuff like that. I'm just saying the amount of kind words and support and encouragement in the comments that came from that video was just really unexpected and overly, just, it's hard to put into words. Like, it was just such a positive response to the video and such positive words and encouragement, like I said, in the comments to me and about comments I made in the video. So I just want to say thank you all so much, and anybody and everybody who came to watch that video. I hope that it did. You were able to take something positive from that, and as I did, about what the video was really highlighting and stuff. So either way, just from a personal experience from doing that video and the response it had, I just wanted to say thank you all so much. It was truly appreciated and unbelievably kind of all of you who went into the comments and suggested other videos to do, which we're getting into today, or just the positive words and encouragement. Just really unable to really convey how much that meant to us, and me specifically, with that video. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, but I'm excited to check out this video. This was one that came up a lot, Sick Boi. There's not a whole lot other than what you guys have told me about Ren. I try to, before I get too much into an artist and stuff, like I don't personally go and search things out, because I don't want to stumble across something that I was hoping to react to and give you guys a genuine first time experiencing a song or something from that person or artist. So I rely on what you guys drop in the comments for at least a little while as I'm getting into a new artist that I've never heard before, because I think it keeps me able to be honest in my reactions and genuine about being fresh and first time taking a lot of this in. But so just the comments that you guys left off of Hi Ren about his background with his misdiagnosis and his mental health stuff and things like that, and his past and being in the UK, was, and to keep the captions off, which I gotta do, because that really kind of fucked me up to begin with. But all that stuff going into other videos, I kind of keep that in mind about where he might be coming from and stuff like that. So truly appreciate all that. So I am excited to get into Sick Boi. And from what I think, Sick Boi, if I'm understanding right, was the name of the album. Might have been the title name of the album. So I'm excited to get into this one. I hope you guys are as well. So Stampede, Renegades, everybody, you know what we got to do. We got to mount up. Let's roll. All right, captions are off. This is where we're at. Right off the bat, just getting in the video up and ready to go. similar to the higher end where it looks like maybe some type of institution or something, but that's just kind of similar. It struck me as similar. So let's do it. Let's get into this. I'm excited. Oh, okay, right off the bat.
Hi Ren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Oh, okay. Because I have... Oh, not this fucking dude again. The pig dude?
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn so, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, TV like...
Okay. So, Mrs. Whiskey will tell you, I don't like taking pills. I don't like, other than like aspirin, because I used to get really bad migraines and stuff back in the day. Like, I really would try to steer away from like pills and stuff. And what he just said there about side effects, half the time, that's fucking worse than what you're dealing with, and I can tell you just from experience with some of the people around me and stuff like that. I do know that some have helped people, and you know, antidepressants and things like that, and I do know it's a two-way street, but some I know that it really did make them worse. It really affected them so much worse with the side effects. It may have helped some of the other stuff. It's just, you know, I do have a strong belief that obviously pharmaceutical stuff is for profit. So the money's in the treatment, not the cure, right? Like they don't want to cure anything because the money that they get you coming back, refilling prescriptions and shit, it's all just, to me, I don't believe all that there's not cures for things, because there's no money in that. It's in the, you know, return in patients to keep them coming back, keep them dependent on something, you know, whether it's, you know, and that's the other thing. You get hooked on all this shit and it makes, you know, that makes you sick in a different way. So I don't know, man. But what he just said about you'll feel worse with the side effects, hell yeah, you will. A lot of times you do. It's just, it's fucking maddening.
Worse when the side effects will show. Derealization, medical patient losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan. Complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration. Drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown. I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound. I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are sick. We are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift boy. Why you so upset? Don't Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, so I I can definitely, what's crazy is, like, I know a lot of people left comments about how they relate to a lot of what he said, and on its face, like, I can relate to a lot of music. Country music to me was relatable because of the storytelling and things like that, and there was almost anything you can find relatable. But and so I don't try to like dilute something by saying, oh, like, yeah, that applies to me. But like, a lot of what he just said is something, are things that I've thought about as far as like how mental health is handled. And just to give you some perspective, like, my wife works at a hospital and she's involved in mental health and addiction stuff. So I can see it from both sides, and that's why I said, like, I can understand like how some people are helped and some people it's not a cure all. Not everything's for everybody, but to a degree, uh, you know, like what would you give up to feel like normal? You know, I see people that walk around like zombies. Like, yeah, they're calm, I guess you could say it. That but what's the point of? And I'm not. And so, like, if you can't feel anything, I mean, then and I'm not saying unaliving or anything like that, but like, what's worse, not feeling anything or feeling something that isn't always consistent? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, to be honest with you, I don't know what would be worse. I mean, I feel sometimes like it's overwhelming, a certain feeling of anger or frustration or anxiety. I deal real bad. I have bad social anxiety. It used to be like, if I would go to get my hair cut, and this is true, and Becky, my wife, would tell you, I would go to get a haircut. If there was like people sitting in there waiting, and it didn't even have to be like full, like a hair cutting place, like, best, pick one, like a chain, I wouldn't go in. I would not. And a matter of fact, I've kind of learned to cut my own hair because of that. Like, I started watching videos about how to cut your own, because I just socially, the anxiety, like, it would be overwhelming, and I wouldn't even be able to go in there to get a haircut because of that. So it's affected me. And now I can deal with that and maneuver around that anxiety. Although it does affect me when I go into large places with large groups of people where I don't know, like, if it's my first time there, I'm super anxious, and it's debilitating to a degree. But anyway, I would rather try to maneuver around that and stuff than take something where I'm like walking in, like, drooling and just I don't know but again, that's a personal thing, so I'm not trying to say, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know I don't know, this dude's, he, these are hard to vocalize and articulate exactly the types of things that go on when I'm watching these videos. And I know someone suggested like doing like a separate video where I can gather my thoughts and put it together. But even just trying to put that together is rough. I don't know. But I like it. I really do like it. Maybe you guys can, and maybe somebody already kind of did the Pigman thing, the Jigsaw dude. Like, is that representing something, or like, is there a significance to that? Because now I've seen him in two videos. I mean, I don't know. You could say that maybe there isn't. I don't know. I was just wondering if there is. Is that something like what's in his head? Like that's what he's not like Ren in the high Ren kind of thing, but like, is that, or is that how he sees it? I don't know. Maybe you guys can clue me in on that if there's some significance to that character being in his videos. But another one, yeah, okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I did. I really do think that going further into Ren's music here, that I think I'm gonna really enjoy this guy. I think on a lot of levels, peeling back that stuff is gonna be an amazing journey through his music and stuff. So yeah, until next time, I hope you guys come back and check out another video soon. If you're not part of the Stampede, and I know you guys are renegades and there's you have your other groups, but anybody that subscribes to the TWR, we consider part of the Stampede. I consider part of my support group just because you're supporting me and the channel, and I truly appreciate it. But until next time, you guys know the deal, man. Stay good, do no harm, but take no bull. Let's go.